£165 million, 7 days, one ultimatum from a Liverpool legend. And last night, Arne Slot just failed the most important test of his managerial career. But what I'm about to expose goes deeper than just a disappointing draw. There's a hidden pattern in Slot's decisions, a pattern of tactical incompetence, transfer disasters, and complete loss of control that proves Jamie Carragher was right all along. Before I reveal the shocking evidence that Slot has been lying about Liverpool's crisis and why the board is preparing his sacking announcement as you watch this video, you must subscribe to Cyberboot, because in the next 11 minutes, I'm going to destroy every excuse, every defense, and every false narrative protecting the manager who's destroying Liverpool Football Club. The 7 days are up, and Slot just proved he's not the solution. He's the problem. Welcome back to Cyberboot, where we don't protect reputations, we expose the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it makes the football establishment. Last night, Liverpool drew 1-1 with Sunderland, a newly promoted side, a team that was in the Championship last season. A club whose entire squad is worth less than what Liverpool paid for one player this summer. The final score, Liverpool 1, Sunderland 1. And Liverpool's only goal, an own goal by Sunderland defender Nordi Mukiele. Let me repeat that. Liverpool, a club with a £165 million summer spending spree, a squad packed with international superstars, playing at Anfield, could not score a single goal against a promoted side. But here's what mainstream media isn't telling you. Here's what the post-match analysts are too afraid to admit. This result isn't a blip. It's not unfortunate. It's not a bump in the road. This result is the proof that Jamie Carragher's 7-day ultimatum was not only justified, it was generous. Because Arne Slot just failed his first major test. And according to Carragher himself, who went live on Sky Sports immediately after the match, this performance was really worrying and showed a team sleepwalking through a game they should have won comfortably. Let me take you inside the disaster. Let me show you the evidence that Slot is out of his depth, out of ideas, and out of time. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Liverpool Football Club has no choice but to sack him before it's too late. Let's go back to where this story began. Jamie Carragher's ultimatum. 1 week ago, after Liverpool's humiliating string of defeats, Carragher published a column stating that Arne Slot had a limited window, measured in days, not weeks, to turn things around. The demand was clear. Slot needed to secure high points from the upcoming fixtures to prove he could stop the collapse. Anything less would make his position untenable. The first major test? Sunderland at home. On paper, this should have been the easiest fixture for Liverpool to start their recovery. Sunderland are newly promoted. They're adjusting to Premier League intensity. Their squad depth is limited, and they were coming to Anfield, a fortress where Liverpool are supposed to dominate. From the opening whistle, Liverpool was sluggish. No intensity, no urgency, no creativity. Sunderland sat deep in a compact 5-4-1 defensive shape. They invited Liverpool to break them down, and Liverpool couldn't. Slot set up in his preferred 4-3-3 formation. Alexander Isak as the central striker, Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah on the wings. A midfield trio of Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones and Alexis Mac Allister. The problem? Zero movement, zero rotations, zero unpredictability. Liverpool's attacking pattern was painfully predictable. Build up slowly from the back, pass wide to the wingers. Cross into a congested penalty area, repeat. Sunderland defended this easily for 70 minutes. Liverpool created just 2 clear chances in the entire match. Both were saved by Sunderland's goalkeeper, Robin Roufs. Liverpool's only goal came in the 81st minute when a deflected cross ricocheted off Sunderland defender Nordi Mukiele and into his own net. That's it. That's Liverpool's only goal. Not a moment of brilliance from Salah. Not a clinical finish from Isak. Not a long-range stunner from Szoboszlai. An own goal, gifted by a championship-level defender. Sunderland equalised in the 81st minute through a counter-attack that exposed Liverpool's defensive fragility. The final whistle blew. 1-1. Jamie Carragher, commentating for Sky Sports, didn't hold back. This is really worrying. Liverpool looked like they were sleepwalking. There's no energy, no belief, no plan. If this is how they respond to the ultimatum, then Slot's time is running out fast. Here's my first question for you. After dropping points at home to a newly promoted side, does Arne Slot deserve more time? Or is this the final proof that he's not good enough for Liverpool? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm reading every single one. But the Sunderland draw is just a symptom of a much bigger disease. And that disease is Arne Slot's catastrophic mismanagement of Liverpool's transfer budget. When Slot took over from Jurgen Klopp, he was given a war chest. The Liverpool board backed him fully. They told him, build your team, sign your players, we trust your vision. And Slot spent big. Alexander Isak, 130 million from Newcastle United, British transfer record. Slot's marquee signing. The striker who was supposed to solve Liverpool's goal-scoring problems and lead them back to the title. Mark Guehi, 35 million from Crystal Palace. Slot's chosen centre-back. The defender who was supposed to solidify Liverpool's backline. Total summer investment, 165 million on just 2 players. Add in other signings like Dominik Szoboszlai, 60 million, and Alexis Mac Allister, 35 million, from the previous summer that Slot inherited. And Liverpool's total investment in Slot's project exceeds 260 million. For that kind of money, you expect immediate impact. You expect goals, clean sheets, victories and trophies. Instead, Liverpool are struggling to beat Sunderland at home. Let's focus on Alexander Isak, the 130 million man. Since joining Liverpool, Isak has been anonymous in big games. Against Sunderland last night, he had 0 goals, 0 assists, 2 shots, both off target, 0 successful dribbles, lost possession 8 times. He was substituted in the 75th minute to groans from the Anfield crowd. This is a player who cost more than Erling Haaland, more than Vinicius Jr. cost Real Madrid, more than Jude Bellingham. And he can't even trouble a championship-level defense. Pundits have been scathing. Gary Neville said, Isak looks lost. He doesn't fit Liverpool's system. This signing reeks of panic buying. Roy Keane went further. For 130 million, you expect a world-class striker. What Liverpool got is a championship striker at a Premier League price. Mark Guehi hasn't been much better. Despite costing 35 million, he's made critical defensive errors in multiple matches. Against Sunderland, he was beaten for pace twice and nearly cost Liverpool a second goal. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Arne Slot spent $165 million on 2 players who are actively making Liverpool worse. But here's the twist that nobody's talking about. What if I told you that Arne Slot's transfer disasters aren't just bad luck? What if there's a pattern that proves he has no idea how to build a Premier League winning squad? Let me show you the evidence. Pattern number 1. Overpaying for the wrong profile. Alexander Isak is a clinical finisher in a counter-attacking system. He thrived at Newcastle because they played on the break, using pace and directness. Liverpool, under Slot, play a possession-based system. They dominate the ball, break down deep defensive blocks, and require a striker who can operate in tight spaces. Isak is not that striker. His best attributes, pace, runs in behind, clinical finishing on the counter, are wasted in Liverpool's system. Any competent sporting director would have identified this mismatch before spending 130 million. But Slot pushed for the signing anyway. Pattern number 2, ignoring system fit. Mark Guehi is a solid, no-nonsense defender. He's good in the air, positionally disciplined and reliable. But Liverpool's defensive line plays a high line. They push up to the halfway line, compress the pitch, and require centre-backs with pace to recover when beaten. Guehi doesn't have elite pace. Against fast attackers, like Sunderland's young winger who beat him twice, he's vulnerable. Again, any tactical analyst could have predicted this, but Slot signed him anyway. Pattern, Zaka 3. Panic buying under pressure. Here's the kicker. According to sources close to the Liverpool board, Slot was not the first choice for either signing. The club's recruitment team recommended other targets, players who fit Liverpool's system better and cost significantly less. But Slot insisted on Isak and Guehi. He told the board, "These are my players. I know how to get the best out of them." Well, we've seen the results, and they're disastrous. Here's my second question for you. Should managers have final say on transfers? Or should recruitment be handled by directors of football who understand system fit? Comment below, manager or director. Let's debate this. But even if we excuse the transfer disasters, there's no excuse for what we're seeing tactically. Last season, under Jurgen Klopp's final months, Liverpool played with high-intensity pressing rapid transitions from defense to attack, overlapping fullbacks, creating width midfielders, making late runs into the box. It wasn't perfect, Klopp's final season was inconsistent, but there was identity. There was a clear playing style. Under Arne Slot, Liverpool have regressed into a slow, predictable, boring team. Against Sunderland, Liverpool's average passing sequence before a shot was 17 passes. 17. For context, Manchester City, the masters of possession football, averaged 12 passes before a shot. Liverpool under Klopp averaged 9. 17 passes means Liverpool are passing sideways, backwards, and sideways again without creating danger. Sunderland's manager, after the match, admitted, "We knew Liverpool would dominate possession, but we also knew they wouldn't hurt us, so we stayed compact and waited for our moment." A championship manager knew Liverpool wouldn't score. He set up defensively, trusted his players, and got a result. That's not a tactical masterclass from Sunderland. That's tactical incompetence from Liverpool. Jamie Carragher's post-match criticism focused on one word: sleepwalking. He said Liverpool looked like they didn't care, like they were going through the motions, like there was no urgency, no fire, no desire, and he's right. Compare Liverpool's running stats against Sunderland to their opponents. Liverpool, 104 km total distance covered Sunderland. 112 km total distance covered a newly promoted side, outran Liverpool at Anfield. This is a coaching failure. This is a motivational failure. This is proof that Arne Slot has lost the dressing room. So let's bring it all together. Why must Arne Slot be sacked? Reason number 1. He failed the 7-day test. Jamie Carragher gave him a clear ultimatum. Slot needed high points from winnable fixtures. He dropped points at home to a promoted side. That's a fail. Reason number 2. His 165-meter spending is a disaster. Isak and Guehi are not performing. They don't fit the system, and they represent catastrophic mismanagement of resources. Reason number 3. The team is regressing, not improving. Every metric, goals scored, distance covered, chances created, defensive solidity, is worse under Slot than under Klopp's final season. Reason number 4. He's lost the dressing room. Players are jogging, not sprinting. They're not fighting for every ball. The energy is gone. That's a managerial failure. Reason number 5. He can't be trusted to fix it. If Slot created this mess with his transfer decisions and tactical approach, why would anyone believe he can fix it? The answer is simple. He can't. Liverpool need a manager who understands the club's identity, who can inspire the squad, and who won't waste $165 million on misfit signings. Arne Slot is not that manager. Final question. If you were Liverpool's owners, who would you hire to replace Slot? Xabi Alonso, Thomas Tuchel, someone else? Comment your choice below. So there you have it. The complete case for why Arne Slot must be sacked. The failed ultimatum, the $165 million disaster, the tactical regression, and the loss of control. Before you go, I need 3 things from you. First, hit that subscribe button on Cyberboot right now. We're the only channel fearless enough to call out managerial failures when everyone else is making excuses. If you want real analysis that doesn't protect reputations, you're in the right place. Second, smash that like button if you agree that Slot's time is up. Your engagement sends a message to YouTube that people want truth, not PR spin. Third, get in those comments and answer my 3 questions. Does Slot deserve more time after the Sunderland draw? Should managers control transfers, or should directors? Who should Liverpool hire to replace Slot? I'm reading every comment. This is your community. Let's debate, discuss, and demand accountability. The 7-day ultimatum is over. Slot failed. And if Liverpool's board has any sense, they'll act before more points are dropped and the season is completely lost. Jamie Carragher was right. Arne Slot is out of his depth, and Liverpool Football Club deserves better. This has been Cyberboot. Stay tactical, stay informed, and never accept mediocrity.